Good evening, guys. So I want you all to start off by closing your eyes, all right? Just close your eyes. Imagine you're not at Goldie, right? That's the best part. Just kidding. You're not at Goldie, you're at the beach on a nice June day, and you can feel the breeze, the sun's on you. It's not too hot, not too cold. You can hear the waves in the background, you're chilling, and you're just like, wow, what would really top this off is a nice cold soda. All right, open your eyes. So you reach in the cooler, you grab the coldest soda you could possibly have ever grabbed in your life. You're like, oh my God, this is it. And you look at it and you realize you can't open it because it's not a twist top and there's just a bottle opener and you've never had to use one in your life. So I'm Lyndasia Jones and I'm gonna be walking you through the steps on how to open a soda that doesn't have a twist top. So first I'm gonna talk about why you should know how. Second, I'm gonna talk about how the steps work so you can open it with a bottle opener, and 3, just things to avoid when you're opening it. So 1, why should you know how to open a bottle? So imagine that you're like at a bar and you're talking to a girl and you buy her a beer and she, as a man, like you're supposed to be, chivalrous to open it for her, but you can't open it and she's just looking at you like, wow, and she walks away to another guy who can open it for her. So you just wasted your money on a drink and potentially a nice girl to take home. Or if you're a girl or a guy and you want to throw a retro party in the 50s, have a poodle skirt theme and do it up and you order some bottles like this off of Oriental Trading or Amazon and you bring it to your guests, none of them know how to open it, you don't know how to open it, then you're that friend who gave your guests something that you don't know how to use. So don't be that friend, know how to open it. And 3, how many of you guys are taking an international business class or like have taken it or you want to get into international business, right? So it's customary in other countries, they use this bottle more than any other type of packaging, okay? They don't use the twist tops, they don't have a lot of cans. So you're at an international business luncheon with potential clients from Europe or Japan where they mostly use these, and you can't open it, and they're looking at you like, this guy or girl can't even open a bottle, how can we trust them with $1 million account? And it sounds silly, but think about how many cultural differences have gotten in the way of prospective clients. So you don't want to look like the uncultured American who doesn't know how to do something simple. So the next thing we're going to get into is how to open it. So there's 4 simple steps that I'm going to walk you through. So the first and possibly most important thing is that you have dry hands. Glass is slippery. Slippery hands plus slippery glass doesn't make for a good equation. So you're going to make sure your hands are dry. The second step is you hold the bottle in your non-dominant hand. So whatever your hand you use to write with, you don't use that hand to hold the bottle. You use your non-dominant hand. You take your dominant hand, so I'm right-handed, so I use that, and I hold the bottle opener. And it's sort of similar to like when you cut a steak or anything with a fork and knife, you always want to hold the fork in your left hand because you're using the knife to cut with your right because it's just easier. So step 4 is you place the metal part of the bottle opener. There's different types of bottle openers. I'm just going to use a simple keychain bottle opener. They're usually $1, fairly inexpensive. And you just put the metal part on the top of the bottle and you're going to have a nice firm grip. And you move your hand in a downward motion and you just lift it up like that. Super simple, really easy. Funny enough, a lot of people mess this up, and that leads us into the third thing is things to avoid when opening a bottle. This is the safest, most practical way to open a bottle. A lot of people have other methods of not using a bottle opener, like using a lighter. Do not use a lighter to open a glass bottle because this is a carbonated beverage, so if you use heat on it and you try to open it, it's going to either explode and there's going to be glass everywhere, or it's just going to pop open and you're going to have soda or juice all over your face and it's going to make you look dumb. So don't use a lighter. 2, do not bang it on the side of the table. Often you'll see people who go like that, and it's not a good idea because you could either miss and then you slip, the bottle slips and it's on the floor, or you can break the glass and then you have a handful of glass. Don't want to do that. And 3, and possibly the most important thing, never ever use your teeth to open a bottle. This is pretty self-explanatory, but some people like to do the Dukes of Hazzard thing and knock it off with their teeth, spit it out, and they think it makes them look cool. Don't do that. My mom's a dentist, and she can tell you about people who come into her office with chipped teeth and lacerations on their tongue and gum abrasions because they try to open it with their teeth. Don't do that, it's not safe. So you can get a $1 bottle opener or $1,000 to replace a chipped tooth because you decided not to be safe about it. So with that, you now know why you should know how to use a bottle opener, how to open a bottle with a bottle opener, and things to avoid. And now, just to make sure that you're paying attention, I'm gonna give you guys coupons for answering questions. So it'll entitle you to a free soda. So number one, what's one reason why you should know how to open a bottle? He had his hand up first.
So you don't look dumb in front of that girl.
There you go, that's a good one. So you can come up and get that. I can't. All right, number two, what is the most important step in opening the bottle? James.
Putting the metal cap. I think that's the most important
All
part.
right, Kyle.
The metal thing you can pop open. No, but I think behind.
All right, the most important step was having dry hands because you don't want the bottle to slip. But I'll give you, you can have half the soda. I'll split it between you two, okay? And number three, give me something to avoid when you are trying to open it up. What's something that you should avoid? I want to get a girl because I want to be, yes.
Opening it with your teeth.
Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. So can you pass this back to her? And that's all the time we have, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And hopefully now you know.